Hi faves again, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are keeping safe. There's so much happening with this whole COVID thing and I'm just like, chow, what we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? So today I just wanted to touch base a bit on what's this? My oral contraceptives but again experience, because I think I tweeted about it and someone was like, please make a video and just tell us what contraceptives were you on and what happened and would you recommend them and why did you stop and anything like that. So I was like, okay, let me just try and just tell you guys a bit about what I experienced and what happened with me being on contraceptives. So I was on contraceptives for, okay, once I start touching my hair, I'm nervous. So I was on contraceptives for I think 6 years. Yeah, no, because when I fell pregnant, I was on contraceptives, and then obviously I wasn't on them. I wasn't consistent. That's why it was so easy for me to fall pregnant. So I've been on them since I think grade 12. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have a very, very crazy skin problem. So I've been on them since grade 12. And then I fell pregnant. And then I went back on them again. And then I stopped. I think I stopped in 2014. I was like, no. 2015, I went on them full force. I was on Yaz. My doctor prescribed for me Yaz. Nah. And then when I was on Yaz, I started dating my boyfriend. And then I stopped on them again. I don't know why I stopped, but I just stopped. And then we broke up. My skin was a mess. If you go on my IG and check my highlights, my skin was a total mess. So I decided to go back on them again so that I could like heal my skin, because my doctor did not want to put me on Accutane or any other pills for my skin, because he was like, okay, you have hormonal acne, but we can tone it down, or we can calm it down if you go on not on what's this, your Accutanes, and then because your acne is not that strong, and if you go on these things they might, So I went on Yaz in 2015, and then after that my skin was fine. The first month though was a mess, guys. The first month was an absolute mess. I was breaking out. I think I was getting clean from the inside, so I was breaking out. I was crying every day because I was so emotional. Like, that's the first month. Like, that's how you're gonna get the first month, because it's just a mess. Everything is just going left. So I was just going through the most. So emotions and everything was just over the roof. I wasn't eating. Funny enough, people say when you're on contraceptive, you're going to eat and you're going to do. I wasn't eating. I definitely wasn't eating. And I was not, I was not gaining weight. Because that was my number one concern. Like, what if I gain weight? But I did not gain weight. So, okay, after the third month, everything started working accordingly. The pimples stopped. The period cramps were a bit better, but I've never had severe crazy period pains, and then everything was smooth from then. Okay, fast forward to 2020, this year. I think 2 months ago, I was like, you know what, I'm done with these pills. I don't want to take them anymore. I don't know why, but something was just like, you know what, I'm over them. I don't want to do this anymore because I'm just exhausted. Child, if I could tell you that I couldn't walk, my legs, like my thighs, with me, when I have period pains, my thighs and no, not my thighs, sorry, my back is the problem. But now my thighs and my back were sore. So like everything is just, I was going through the absolute most. I remember I was at Lisel's house, I couldn't even sleep because my legs were painful. Imagine your legs being painful. Now my back and my legs are painful. I can't sleep. I'm in pain. I started spotting when I stopped them for the first week. I spotted for 2 weeks until my doctor gave me pills to stop it. So I was spotting for 2 whole weeks, and then my doctor was like, nope, I'm gonna give you pills to stop this thing, because next thing you're gonna lose too much blood or whatever. And then the pills stopped it sharp. After another week again, they started again. And then obviously I told him, yeah, I stopped the pills. Like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. You're definitely gonna be spotting, you're definitely gonna go on your period. And that's the thing. I won't know if I should give you the pills again because I don't know if you're spotting or you on your actual period, or just is this your body kicking out the pills. Yo, guys, I was in hell. So I'm spotting for 2 weeks. It's heavy, it's light, it's heavy, it's light. And what annoyed me the most was it was smelling. Yo, I was so uncomfortable. Guys, I was so uncomfortable because it has such a stench to it. And I'm just like, why? Why? I would change my liner and I would change my I was wearing a tampon. I'd change it. I even set a clock on my phone to change it every 2 hours because I was so uncomfortable with how much it was smelling, and I had to be around people. And I remember I was in Cape Town, with Pabi, and I was taking a shower, and I had just taken out the tampon. Well, obviously because me, guys, I'm so like indolingane, I can smell it, you know. So now I'm uncomfortable because I'm thinking Pabi can smell it, and I was like, you know what, nah, just say that your period is whatever. So I tell Pabi like what's happening with my period. She's like, no, it's cool, babe. I take out the tampon. Mind you, I had worn it for 2 hours because, like I said, I wear it every 2 hours interval. Guys, the whole bathroom. Well, Pabi was like, she can't smell, and I was like, child, please stop being nice because I can definitely, you know, do you see this nose? Do you see this nose? I definitely can smell it. So it was so uncomfortable. And then after that, the period stopped. And then now I was getting my normal discharge. The discharge was creamy and smell. I was just in a state of shock. Would say, how can I be smelling like this when I'm such a clean person, you know? And then I went to the doctor. By the time I went to the gynecologist, I'm like, "Boo, I stopped my pills. And now I feel like I'm just a walking fish. I'm scared to go out. I don't go anywhere because I feel like shit." And then she was like, "No, it's definitely normal. Your hormones were balanced. Despite the fact that obviously your hormones were balanced before, because I never used to smell. I don't smell at all. But she was like, because now you stopped everything. Everything has to come crashing down before everything goes back to normal." And I was just like, darling, yo, I can't do that. So she gave me pills, and then I remember I tweeted on Twitter that I stopped my pills. And then this other lady, I forgot her name, she said I must drink. Yo, I'll write the pills down because I forgot. Provovera something 10. I must drink it for a week, and then your hormones go back to normal, and you don't have to, you know, be so in fear about, oh my god, now I'm gonna be having Humpty Dumpty periods. Comes today, comes tomorrow, do this. So that was my experience with Yaz. It has been such an amazing journey with it. I won't lie to you. I haven't had any pregnancy scares. The only time that I had a pregnancy scare was I know when and what happened. So there was no pregnancy scares. And my thing is, if you are consistent with your contraceptives, trust me, you won't get pregnant. Guys, I've been on yours for 6 years. The only time I fell pregnant was, I remember I stopped them for a week. I know. I know for a fact when it's, nah, I catch like that. So when I stop them for a week, it happens. So only know since I stopped them, and oh no. God, please prepare for the baby shower because child. But anyway, that was my experience with Yaz, and I think if anybody wants to go into it and experience it themselves, you definitely can. I once read a thread on Twitter where this lady was going off about how Yaz made her have a blood clot, and that was so scary for me. But I was just like, that has not happened to me, so I'm chill with that. And yeah, that was mainly my experience with what happened. I'm happy with the pill, and I was happy with the pill, sorry, but I'm not on it anymore. I'm not on nothing right now. I'm just on God. Please, I don't want to have this chat. God, but you know, I'm single, so I'm not smashing nobody. I'm joking. So that was my experience with Yaz, and if you think that you also want to be a part and parcel of whatever, I think now I want to get an IUD, but I'm not sure because with Yaz it also helped with my skin. So now it's not like my skin is going left, but I would definitely love if it stayed like this. If anything, if my skin like starts breaking out, I'm not gonna lie to you, child, I'm going back. I am going back to those pills running. But there's so many oral contraceptives, guys. There's IUD, there's a patch, there's this one that goes up your thing. I don't know what that one is called, I forgot it. But you can look into it. But my thing is, guys, at a later stage, no, these things come back to bite us, because contraceptives are just, why do they not make them for men? Make me understand why they're not making them for men. I would never get the whole analogy behind them not making contraceptive for men, because also a man can get a, what's that thing where, a vasectomy, because that is reversible. You literally can just go back and be like, yeah, I'm ready to have kids now, and you can have kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something to think about. But anyway, just choose your oral contraceptives wisely. I would highly recommend Yaz. It's amazing, especially for your skin. They wanted to give me Diane 35. I was like, no ma'am, no ma'am, that is too strong. Like, it's gonna finish me. So yeah, if you want any other contraceptives, you should, obviously you can Google and see which one is going to be viable and good for you, but the person that you should be asking with the most information is actually your daughter, your doctor, your gynecologist or whatever, and they will give you what they think would be best for you. But honestly, doing your own research and looking at things that you would be comfortable with is literally the only thing that you can do for yourself. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And also, like, I'm a bit hurt because I was reading the comments, when was it, 2 days ago. Someone was like, what did that person say? I even forgot. They were like, yeah, you don't do story time. Like, I don't know how many times must I address the story time thing, and it's obvious, it's honestly like just up to here. Because guys, as much as I love them, I only told you 3 stories about my life. 3. And now you're gonna keep asking me about story time, asking me about story time. This channel is not about story times. If you want story times, there's your Lady Maleles, there's your, I forgot her name, something something, small stuff or whatever. You guys can go watch all the stories. I understand that mine's are interesting as much as theirs are, but this is my personal life, and like I said, I choose and pick what I want you guys to know about me. I can't obviously tell you everything. So it kind of hurts when someone tells me things like, yeah, I'm unsubscribing because this is not what I subscribe for, which is perfectly fine, my love. There's people that always tell me, I like the hair reviews, I like the makeup videos, I like when you talk with Eso, I like when you have this one here. So basically, it's different genres or different things for different people. You know what I'm saying? So do you, boo, but it's all good. But anyway, from me to you, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support constantly, and I cannot wait to see you on my next video. I love you. Bye.